I'd like to talk to you a little bit about who Merit is and what we represent and why we support the Pre-Apprenticeship Training Institute. Well, first of all, Merit Ontario has been an organization of open shop, which you can see up there, contractors, not only in Ontario, but we also across Canada. Does anybody here know what the term open shop means? Well, we have one. I'll explain what open shop means. Open shop is basically the non-unionized sector. A lot of people tend to think that if you're in construction, especially in Toronto, that you have to be unionized. Well, that's actually not true. The vast majority of construction in Canada is performed by, does anybody know how many open shop contractors? 70%. Only 30% are unionized. In fact, in British Columbia, it's actually 90% open shop. And we don't see that being too far in the distant future for Ontario. So there's a lot of opportunity and growth for construction. And it's not just, I see some smirking. The CLAC guys, which are union, and Merit share the same values. They are an alternative union. And we share a little same values, which I'll talk about. The unions that we're talking about are the closed shop, the rigid unions, the international, where they're very structured, and you can't work from one jurisdiction to the other. So we do share a lot of the same values, and actually there's a lot of CLAC contractors that are members of Merit, and vice versa. So we do partner on projects all the time, and this is one of them. I actually had this talk with my group of employees yesterday afternoon in our safety meeting, and it was amazing how many of them didn't understand who Merit was, and yet our benefits are supplied by Merit. So Merit values that all employees in construction should be provided with good health, dental, travel assistance, massage, all the extended benefits. We have one of the best benefit programs in Canada. We also believe that employees, young people coming into construction, should be paid fairly and competitively. We don't believe just because that you're a non-union company that you can underpay, because that is typically the misunderstanding that people have. We do pay competitively. We do an annual wage survey, and we let our members know that you should be paying this amount. We also try to teach our members about planning for your employees' long-term retirement needs in terms of providing them assistance in setting up a pension plan or a group RSP plan. So when you see CLAC or Merit, you know you're getting into a quality contractor. And the reason why I wanted to give you this quick synopsis is that you need to be informed, especially you graduates getting out in the workforce. You need to understand, and you need to listen to the people that Ree's brought here today, read the newspapers, talk to friends and family, and understand what you're going to be getting yourselves into. Because at the end of the day, you need to look out for yourself and your family. And working for a CLAC company or a Merit company is one of those ways. And the reason why we've partnered with the Pre-Apprenticeship Institute is because they're able to help us meet our employee issues and demands. When we're looking for employees, you hear all the time that there's a shortage of skilled labor. There's a lot of young guys like we see up at the front wanting to get in. But if they're not given some hands-on training, it's very difficult for companies, especially small companies like where I come from, to develop guys yourself. And it's much easier, safer to have guys entering the workforce who know a little bit. And we know what you now know because we understand how Rui and his staff are training you, that you do have hands-on training. You're also prepped on how you should be looking at the construction industry in terms of attitude, because that's important. We don't only hire for aptitude, but we hire for attitude. When I talk attitude, I actually look across the room and I see a lot of clean-cut guys. And that's one of the first impressions we get. When a guy walks through our door, we want to make sure he's clean-cut, shows up on time, and at least says good morning. If you start off that way, the beginning of the day, you've already started off on the right foot. And if you're coming out of the Pre-Apprenticeship Institute, you have that much more advantage over the next guy that's trying to find a job off the street. So I applaud you guys for getting through the program, and I only want to see more of you across the province. And that's something that I've talked to Rui, that PAT really needs to grow. And with partners like City of Toronto, I think we're going to see more of that. So I'd like to thank you for your time, and wish you guys all the best.